Hey, it's me. Uh, I'm ill, and Liz is not here. Well, she is here, but she's got in the morning, so it's just me, and I'm not feeling well. So we're gonna do this quickly. Patriots win 27-14. Honestly, it's not as close as the score looked. The Jets got a touchdown on basically Charles on Craig Woodson falling down, and kind of fluky. And again, the Patriots just give up an opening touchdown. I don't know. They have trouble with the scripted plays, and once the scripted plays are done, they lock up. So pretty much held them to nothing afterwards, other than a the weird fluky touchdown. Drake May, he was 25 of 34, 281, touchdown. Took only one sack this time. Sack's not on him. It was a line sack. Hunter Henry missed a block. Um, got 107.6. Honestly, should have had 300 yards. Stephon Diggs missed a pass over the middle against there was a three-man rush, which Drake again, what did I say? He takes a week, looks at the film, figures it out, found the opening in a three-man rush zone defense, hit Diggs perfectly. Diggs just dropped it, unfortunately. And then he hit Hollins in the hands, and Hollins dropped it. He caught it, and then the defender knocked it out of his hand. But I mean, you got to hold on to the ball, man. You know, uh, Booty probably holds onto that or protects the ball away from the defender. Uh, Chances are Drake May throws it a little further if it's Booty because Booty's faster. But yeah, it was a perfect throw. Just really good defensive play. Unfortunately, Justin Fields was terrible. He was 50 to 26, 116 yards. The fact that he got 100 yards is a miracle. He was awful. Took two sacks. He did get a touchdown, but it was basically a gimme touchdown. Brees Hall did get 58 yards. I guess they got 140 rushing yards, but a lot of that was Justin Fields scrambling around. They actually only really running backs, 58 yards, and then Justin Fields had a few read options that he got some on. So, um, yeah, Henderson had a good game. He was 19 carries, 62 yards. He only had a 3.3 average, but he ran better than what that appears. He was good. Good win, 9-2. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's nice to have games where just not really worried that they're gonna lose. I mean, they controlled it the whole time. Um, didn't think there was really any chance that the Jets had any chance of coming back. I mean, once they were down 14 points, it felt over. Trevion Henderson, he ran well, especially in the red zone. He ran well. He ran well between the tackles today, which is good. I mean, not amazing, but a solid, decent game. I mean, he's able to help them run the clock out at the end as well, so that's not bad. Had a good touchdown reception. Stephon Diggs had a good game. Mac Hollins had a solid game. If only he caught that deep pass, Drake would have gotten 300 yards. It's unbelievable that Drake has not gotten 300 yards, but whatever. Um, yeah, the people that said, "Oh, Drake can't win if he throws more than 27 times." Yeah, he can shut up now because he just threw 34 times now. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous how many times people move the goalpost on Drake May, just refusing to admit that no, he's just one of the best quarterbacks in football. He's on pace to become like top three. Probably next year he's going to be in. I think it'll be pretty much a common thing that common knowledge that yeah, he's one of the big three or whatever. Um, he's just really good. Kyle Williams had a terrible game. He's got to get on freaking like. He's got to learn like audibles, hot routes. It just unbelievable. Like Drake changed something at the line because he saw it was a single high safety. There was Kyle Williams on the outside, run a go route. You're probably going to get a touchdown. There's nobody there. And he just stops. Why? He confuses me. Like, I mean, I think he'll be fine overall, but like, man, it's disappointing after the game he had yet last week. But whatever, that was his real opportunity. Yeah, Drake will get 300 yards eventually. I'm not worried about it. He should have had it this week, but it doesn't really matter. Really, it's an arbitrary number anyway. Um, Anthony Jennings had a fumble recovery, but I mean, it was just a bad. Actually, wasn't. I mean, the snap was a little low. Justin Fields just like dropped it and then tried to pick it up, dropped it again, then tried to like pick it up again and kicked and like pushed it away. I don't know. Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. Like, why is he still on the field? I don't understand. Thank God we did not draft him. Thank God the Bears like moved up to get him because, frankly, we're really at the point where Mac Jones is probably the best quarterback from that draft class. That is so sad. I'm sure Vrabel will get on him for those things, probably. I mean, they bust their ass for him, so Milton Williams got banged up, but not too worried about it. I don't think he'll be too big. I don't think he'll be too bad. He came back in for a little bit, and then they sat him. So he got like kicked in the ankle, but it didn't look like a sprain or anything. Got the mini bye anyway, so I'm not too worried. Anything else of note in the game? Not really. I mean, the Jets were like just boring to watch. I mean, they suck. They suck so bad. It's just unbelievable. Um, yeah, that whole draft class sucks. That whole draft class of quarterbacks. Like just thinking of them all. It was what? Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is garbage. He's not even going to be the starter for Jacksonville next year. I'd be shocked if he's there next year. It seems like he's done in Jacksonville with the way their season's going. Just want to make the playoffs and win the division. Awesome. We're almost certainly winning the division. Sydney, like it would be a miracle for us not to win the division. We have like an 85% chance of winning the division now. If the Bills lose to the Bucks, there is basically no way that the Bills can win the division. If they do beat the Bucks, which they might, it's still very unlikely that they can make a comeback for the division because even if we lose to Buffalo in at home, which I don't think they will, but even if they do, because the Bills lost to Miami, they don't have the division tiebreaker. So they lose that tiebreaker too, even if they get the split. So they're in a lot of trouble. I don't think Buffalo has any chance of winning their division, of winning our division. The wild cards are going to be weird this year because it's probably going to be Kansas City, the Chargers, and Buffalo are probably going to be the wild cards. It's kind of weird how much Kansas City has regressed. They've regressed a lot. Unless Jacksonville knocks them out, and which would probably be the only way that Trevor Lawrence can really save his career, frankly. He looks terrible. Mac Jones is the only one that looks any good from that draft class now. And frankly, that's just because I think he has a brain. And so if you put him with a good, smart, offensive-minded coach or coordinator, he can succeed like he did with Josh McDaniels, like he does with Kyle Shanahan. So, I mean, I wish Mac Jones the best. I mean, we put him in a terrible situation, but it's for the best because we ended up with the best quarterbacks in football, and who should be the MVP this year. I I don't know how you can make an argument against it at this point. He should be the MVP. This team can absolutely make a Super Bowl run. Absolutely can. This feels like the 2001 team, but even better. I mean, Drake was so good today. He just made like 4 or 5 wow plays again. You know, the throw to Hollins that was dropped and broken up. That throw to Diggs over the middle was good. But that scramble throw he made, where he kind of flipped it over to I forget who caught it, but he flipped it over to somebody, and then That was a wow one. I think Diggs. I think it was Diggs. Um, there was that play in the pocket where he evaded two guys, stepped up, and threw downfield. Just it's every week, you know. It's crazy. Um, he's amazing. We are watching the next elite quarterback in the league, and it's just I did not think he would take that level of leap to where he goes from somebody with a lot of talent but in a bad situation, and it basically makes a lot of rookie mistakes, but is has those flashes of greatness to just being great almost all the time and elite. So anyway, we got the Bengals next week. They go to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. Should win that game. The Bengals will probably score on us, but on the Patriots, but they should be able to really annihilate them offensively. So if Drake's going to get a 300-yard game, that's going to be it. That defense is terrible in Cincinnati. I think Drake will really light them up. I mean, he's basically lit everybody up just about. I mean, other than the Raiders, which is funny, but that loss just looks so baffling in hindsight. But whatever, it is what it is. All right, I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna end it here. But yeah, score 27-14, covered the spread with a 12.5 point spread. We won by 13. Game was never really in doubt. Drake May lights up the Jets. Henderson has a great game, and they win. Good team win. All right, it's Ryzen. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be back next week for the Bengals preview. Take care.